Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Let's get started, shall we? Let's get this ball a-rolling. Just been quiet. I've been live for 30 seconds, bro. I'm not even live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and enemies, welcome back to Hellstormwargaming, and thanks so much for tuning in into this wonderful live stream. Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing? Welcome back. My name is Mike. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's all kicking off over on Reddit today, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. I'm just going to tell the entirety of my Discord that I've gone live. So give me uno momento. Games Workshop has killed 40k. Catan are running 40k. Here. There we go. They're perpetually online, beat online, and they sure do. So you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I want to say a huge thank you once again to everyone who was very generous on my birthday the other day, which is very cool, very epic. Very, very epic, that's for sure. We had a whole bunch of entries, and I'm just going to double them up right now. 1 second. Basically, all of these were birthday entries. 1 sec, 1 sec. All of these were birthday entries, and they had a double XP. Boosh. There we go. Doubled it. Doubled it. Oh, don't know why that's there, but there we go. Get rid of that. Don't know what I was using this for. Can't remember. Oh, it's the last one, right? So we're almost at what we were at last time in terms of giveaway numbers. Lovely putting it on the stream title. I tried a less clickbaity stream title. I went for a more normal one. But if you didn't know what this list is, all this month I've been tracking who and why you've been giving your lovely, lovely smackaroons to me in terms of super chats and memberships, because we're giving away not only a Katana the Nightbringer, we're also giving away a Captain Titus and his two lads and his other few lads as well. So we're giving away these at the end of the month. So if you'd like a chance to win, you can support the channel with super chat or a membership today. And obviously on Friday it was my birthday, so we did a big dumb battle report, and we did double XP. So we did double giveaway entries for all the super chats and memberships. So thank you everyone who did. I had a wonderful time. I had quite a busy weekend, so I've kind of been like a bit out of it in terms of like what's going on in Warhammer. I had a look at Reddit on my phone, and I laughed when I saw all the posts, and everyone complaining that all the posts are getting deleted, which was even more funny. But Friday, it was just a bit of a mad one because I was painting up the cake. I don't know if you didn't see, fuck yourself, joking. If you didn't see, you missed the battle report, but we painted up the cake tan. As you can see, I painted it so quick, I didn't even get most of the supports off, but I think it just works fine anyway. I think it's just fine. God, look at that ass. Chat, look at that ass. You know what I mean? That's America's ass. You know what I mean? That's that sort of ass. But it went really well. It was a good mini. It's magnetized to the base, which is great. I mean, it didn't fall off. It was no sign of breaking it. We had Matt on stream playing for the first time, and Matt was absolutely wonderful. Matt from Comp Club. This was the armies that we played. This is what I was using. I was using a very meta, very competitive Space Marine army with some knockoff Victrix and some knockoff Wardens. It was great. It really worked. It really worked great. And then Matt was playing, not this, Matt was playing Catan Slop, as you can see. Catan Slop. And that's the theme of today's stream, everybody. Catan Slop. Because Reddit's been kicking off. But before we get into that, I just want to say hello. Thanks very much for tuning in. Appreciate you. What have you been up to for the weekend? What's been going on? Have you been doing any have you seen any Warhammer news? Seen any Warhammer things? Let me know. We can get into them before we start the main part of the show. The stream's going to be a bit short tonight, I won't lie. Reason being is I've got to prepare for tomorrow. I've got to go prepare for tomorrow. I've got a little he's quite a gentlemanly large friend. I've got a friend coming over tomorrow, and we're going to do some cool stuff together. And it's related to Necrons. And I'll drop clues throughout the evening. I'll drop clues throughout the evening, but all I'll just say is I like Necrons and I like his Necrons. Okay. Nige, how you doing? Well, matey, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. But yeah, so what did I do? So this weekend, I obviously had my birthday on Friday, and then I ended up having a little bit longer birthday on Saturday and Sunday because I was, busy Friday, streaming and stuff. I kind of like had a little bit of a longer birthday, which was cute. I played Gundam with Elliot, which was lovely. And Billy. Yo, Andy! Thanks for the 5 gifted, dude. Appreciate you. I got caps.com. Andy, thanks so much for the 5 gifted. Let me add you to the giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate you. If you've just been gifted membership, make sure you say a huge thank you. Memberships are one of the best ways to support me because every time you gift a membership, the person who receives it receives an email. And then you go, hey, why have I got a gift of membership? I'll go check out that stream. So thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. So yeah, so on Friday, went out for a lovely lunch, and then we played some Necrons. We played some Cake Tam. Saturday, I played Gundam with Elliot and Billy, which was sick. Had a great time. And then went out for some nice food. And then, what else did we do Sunday? Saturday. Oh, I went to see the Bone Temple. I went to see 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Gifted number.
I liked it. Chat, have you seen the Bone Temple? You got any opinions? I liked the Bone Temple. I thought it was good. It was fun. It took it in a very different direction than I was expecting. You know? Some of it, I was kind of like, this is on brand. This is on brand. This is where I would expect the show to go. And then some of it, it took it in a really strange direction to a point where I jokingly said, why have they made the zombies woke? They weren't actually woke, because I'm quite woke myself. I have to clarify these things on the internet. Quite woke myself, you know. It was not that I actually thought the zombies were woke. I just thought the storyline was very interesting, you know what I mean? So if you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, you might understand what I'm talking about. Didn't get that bit. If you haven't seen it, then that's not really a spoiler, because you won't know what I'm talking about. So you have to go watch it. How about in Water Temple? I mean, the Bone Temple is pretty bony. It's in the first 28 Years Later movie. It's quite a large part of it as well, you know? It's quite a substantial part of the movie is the Bone Temple. And then the second film, I did like it. I did like it. I can just keep saying when people are like, is it good? I'm like, Georgie said it didn't have to be a 28 Years Later movie, and I kind of agree. It's kind of, the problem is it's a middle movie problem, you know? It's just, if you didn't know, it's part of a three, part of a trilogy, and this is the second one. And it definitely has some, like, pains, you know what I mean, for being a second movie in a trilogy. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought, like, the plot line was interesting, the characters were really good, the shit that was happening on screen was pretty good. I thought there was some moments where there wasn't quite enough blood, you know, ironically for a horror movie. I was a bit like, you know what, could do a bit more. I was like, it could do a little bit more, you know what I mean? The first death on screen, you know, like it's like in the intro before like the opening credits really start, you know. I didn't think there was enough blood. I didn't. I thought it looked a bit dry for a death scene. I loved it apart from the barn scene, which was spectacularly grim. So I was with Elliot beforehand, and he said, like, there's a particular scene that's extremely gory, you know? There's a bit extremely gory, okay? And I heard the line, and I was like, I'm ready. Georgie was like this. She was like behind a jumper, like, you know what I mean? And I watched it, and I was like, it's pretty grim, but it's not that grim. There was one particular moment. Those who've seen it, I'll just hold up my hand, okay? That particular moment, that was pretty grim. The rest of it, I was a bit, bro, I've seen Hostel. This is nothing. This has got nothing on Hostel. This has got nothing on Chester Bennington when he's in Saw, when he's like stapled to a chair. I've seen that shit. I've this like 20 years later, it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak compared. But like the conceptually of that, I thought that was sick. You know what I mean? I thought like the idea of it, you know, the way that it led to that moment in the barn, the way that the barn was happening, I thought that was really good because obviously in that situation, shit like that would actually happen. And I thought that was great. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, like the subplot line. I'm trying to talk without doing spoilers, right? So if you want to go see it, I would recommend it if you saw the first 28 years later. It's very different, but fun. Like the subplot line outside of the barn with, let's say, the other characters, you know, I thought that was like interesting, but also it just made me ask more questions. One of them being like, well, if this guy all alone has worked this out, you know, and let's call it the moon scene, you know what I mean? If this one guy on his own has worked it out, well, it's an isolated island now, because this is a spoiler for a movie that came out a year ago, chat. So in the 28 years later, it's revealed that England is isolated and everyone else outside of England is kind of just cracking on as normal. They've got all the iPhones, you know? Has no one else figured that bit out yet? Or have they just kind of just let it lie? You know what I mean? They're just kind of like, fuck England, fuck them. Maybe that's kind of like ironic, you know? England fucked themselves up, let's leave them to it. But I'm also like, wouldn't it be like loads of scientists in all the countries kind of with like test subjects or even just, you know, like a lab in England that's like protected where they can test on the not zombies? Wouldn't they have figured shit like that? I don't know. But I just felt like they would have. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good movie. I'm excited to see the third one, whenever that may be. But it was just like, if you've seen it, you'll kind of understand what I'm trying to say. And if you haven't seen it, you will literally think I'm talking gibberish. But that was kind of the point, because I don't want to spoil it for you. Never been so disappointed in lack of blood since that movie There Will Be Blood. I've never heard of that movie. I like the actors but can't do horror. Is it a horror movie? It kind of is a horror movie, I guess. But not really. You know what I mean? It's not like... There's no jumps in this movie, you know? It's more like it's more like exploring in what would people do in that situation rather than a horror movie, you know? I passed out in Hostel, bro. I definitely got scared at Hostel when I was 13. When did Hostel come out? 2005. I was 11 when that movie came out, so I was definitely watching it. I was like 12 or 13. It was the brute, because you used to have to wait for movies to come out on DVD. You know, it was brutal. But yeah, what was it? Chester Bennington Saw. Which one was that one? 2000 Saw 3D. I can't show you obviously, but where he's like taped to a car. Taped to a car. He's stapled to a car. And then he has to crash the car, and then his back gets ripped off. That's grim. That's grim. 20 years later, wasn't that grim? I am beyond ancient. Thanks for that. You are so welcome, dude. Maybe I've worked it out, but don't give a shit. It's kind of a protracted process. Maybe the international community just don't think it's worth the risk. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. I imagine that'll like get explored in the third one. I imagine that'll get explored. But yeah, I was just a bit like, surely somebody's already worked this out. It's been 28 years. And then something clicked. It's not even been 28 years since the first film came out. It's been 22 or 24 or something. Yeah, it's been 24. It was 23 years after. That is actually what fucked me up more than watching any horror movie, is that 28 days later came out in 2002, and 28 years later came out in 2005, which is actually only 23 years, not 28. That really fucked with me. I worked on Bone Temple. and 28 years. How'd you like my Matt Jazz Hunt? No way! Oh, that's so sick. Did you work on the finger masks? Is that what you worked on? Oh, bro, that's so cool. I feel like I have like a celebrity in chat. They worked on Bone Temple. That's so cool, dude. That's so sick. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's what makes the Power Rangers Teletubbies more relevant. Yeah, I thought like that sort of shit. It's really I think the more I think about it, the more I enjoy the movie, if that makes sense. But it was just so those niggling feelings of just like, surely someone's worked this out already. So surely someone knows this, you know. But anyway, that's it. I'll start talking about that now. What I do Sunday, chat. I went to an escape room. Georgie has never been to an escape room before. And our good friend Alex, you might remember Alex. You might remember him. He used to play on the channel quite a lot. He invited me with his partner to do an escape room. We did really bad. We did extremely bad. You get to correct the narrative. I was gonna leave it out, but if you want to come correct the narrative, I'll make sure the narrative's expertly told. She's gone. Anyway, here's me and my mate Alex doing the Titanic, obviously. It's a place called Tenpin in Sheffield. It was cheap and nasty, but it worked, you know what I mean? It was fun. It was fun. Are you coming to correct the narrative, aren't you? What would you like to say? Go for it. You might got yours.
I've never done an escape
Last time I
room
did this,
before.
I got bullied on Twitter, remember that?
True.
I got anti-Semitically bullied.
You did, yeah.
I'm not even Semitic.
I'd never done an escape room before. They're fun, aren't they? I'm not very good at logic, is the problem. So
Famously.
So mostly it was just me being really stressed about being locked in a room and not knowing how to get out.
So this is where we went in the Titanic escape room, right? We unlocked a thing, like a porthole, and we opened it. And it had a 3-digit number on it. And I'm going to say what it is in case you go yourself. It had a 3-digit number on it. And then we didn't know what to do with it at the time. And then, oh, here he is, Dr. Donald. He'll back me up on this one. Hi, mate. Just showing off our beautiful picture of the Titanic.
No, don't.
Okay.
It never happens.
Warhammer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Let me get you into our giveaway. We're giving away the Nightbringer and Titus. Not Nightbringer. I'm writing Warhammer. 40k. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Mr. Bev, to some belated members. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mum. So what happened is we like open the bottle. We look in. We see a number, a 3-digit number. Okay. And then we like looking at all the other things because we got the 3-digit number. It's probably for a padlock or something. It's probably for we're gonna put in a code. Beep, 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 open something. And then like a few minutes later, we've not got any further. I'm like, have we used this code yet? And it was like, yeah, we've used it already. And I was like,
I don't think we said we used it. I think we just ignored you.
No, no. Multiple people in the room. There was 4. One of them, me. I said, have we used that code yet? Right? And then multiple people, including you, said, yeah, we've already used it.
I genuinely
and I was like,
that.
guys, I don't think we've used this one. And it was like, yeah, we definitely have. I was like, okay. And I like forgot about it. That was it. I was like, I'm sure no one's used this code. Georgie and our last said we've used it.
God, I did not.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for the backup. Anyway, we're in the next room because escape rooms famously, there's actually multiple rooms. It's escape multiple rooms. Small amount of rooms. What do you call it?
I may have put one in a thing. Yeah, that was malicious non-compliance. Yeah.
We get to another room and there's this padlock thing. Guess what? It's a padlock with 3 digits. And we're like, what could it be? And we're all walking around. I'm like waving some sticks around and I've got a pretend gun.
At this
and
point,
like,
Mikey and Alex are still taking this really seriously.
we're looking at a map and we're trying to work out coordinates. Me and Alex are like, yep, nautical, longitude, latitude, You know, we're doing all this on our maps. We're working it out. Boys being men. That's what we'll say. Girls giving up in the room because they're like stuck at 3 digits. You know what I mean?
Well, no,
3 digits is a lot of digits.
It said, oh, you've got to put in the call sign.
No.
No.
They might go. You can't spoil it.
No,
You can't spoil it.
I'm
That's
just
etiquette
saying-
of an escape room.
Babe, let me finish what I was saying. Factually speaking, this was not, because I was like, well, Carpathia, the RMS Carpathia. But no one cares about historical accuracy in escape rooms, apparently.
Anyway, we hear the violins start playing, you know what I mean? Like famously on Titanic. And then we start hearing people screaming and jumping off.
It was quite scary, actually.
Yeah, and then we ran out of time, and the guy came in and was like, you have failed. And it's like, does that mean we all drown? And I was like, my feet aren't getting very wet very fast. Are you sure we failed? And then he said, you have failed, you ran out of time. And then they were like, oh, how did we get this clue? And he was like, you remember that porthole that had a number? That's what it was for. And I just looked around and I was just like, told you so.
But
Told you so.
You're such a gracious loser.
Told you so. So it was one of them. So he would have got through if anyone had listened to me. And then Georgie loved it so much she wanted to do another one, and we were like, okay, we'll do another one. And she was like, today, and I was like, today? You want to do another one?
It was fun.
Now? Escape room? I'm 32 years old and I'm locked in a room. That's what I was doing. So we did an Alcatraz one. Anyway, it was going really well.
I broke it several times. Until
I tried a code on a box. It didn't open. Put the box on the side. It fell on the floor, opened. That's not cheating. That's a hack. That was a hack. And then there was like a sign, like a piece of paper, because we were in Alcatraz's electric chair. There was a piece of paper that said, do not touch, that had fallen on the floor. So we looked at the back and it started talking about like the history of like this chair. And then we like look underneath and there's like a box with a screw on it. So Georgie, in all of her wisdom, starts unscrewing it, because what else are you supposed to do? You're in an escape room. You're looking for clues. We open it, we unscrew this thing, and the thing falls out. And the man comes in and goes, you're not supposed to unscrew that.
Can I have my butt, please? I'm so sorry.
He took it off us.
I was like, I'm just too good at escaping.
Yeah. So anyway, we cheated in that one. So we took it off us, did some more clues. When the thing was supposed to happen, it was supposed to be like a magnetic switch. We heard it clunk, and then the guy came running in and gave us the item. And then we got right to the end, and there's like a five letter padlock, right? And it's all quite funny, chat, don't worry. There's a 5-letter padlock, and we tried all these codes, and none of it works. And then we finally find out the word we've got to spell to open the final padlock.
No, it's right. It's definitely
it's the final padlock of basically the fight. It's the penultimate clue, because with that clue with that padlock, we open a thing, we get a clue, we call a number, we make our escape. You know, we're in Alcatraz, we're about to leave. We just need to open this door, and like we put the thing in, it's not working. And I'm writing it was penis, yeah, the word was penis. So I'm writing penis, and I'm like P, capital P, because it's really big. E, capital E. Anyway, I put it in, and Georgie's like, it doesn't work. And then Georgie's like,
careful.
Do you even know how to spell penis? It's P-E-N. I'm like, bro, I know how to spell penis. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. It's a 5-letter word. So I put it in, and I'm kind of like, maybe this isn't where the letters line up. So then I move all the letters around, still doesn't open. And then Georgie's like, you know, I'm doing a PhD. I know how to spell penis.
Yeah, that's exactly what
penis isn't the word. It's a filler word. It's a filler word.
I went, I'm doing a PhD, so I know how to spell penis.
Georgie down here ability to spell was very funny.
I did ask.
So then I was like, right, okay. I was like, okay, Georgie, you spell penis on the padlock. All right. Do you know what? It being penis would be hilarious. It wasn't the word penis, but there we go. I was like, you spell it on the padlock. Guess what? She tries it. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Alex's partner tries it, nothing happens, and I'm like, you know what? It does look like really hard, actually. It's a very difficult padlock. It happens to the best of us. It's really normal, and it always happens. Also, hello, Cloud. We'll say the word was cloud instead of penis. That's also a 5-letter word. So anyway, we all 4 of us are at it, just trying to put in a 5-letter word. It's a very basic word. Anyway, the guy comes in and goes, you've got it right. It should open. So then he tries doing it, doesn't work. Turns out the padlock is bust, so he disappears for a minute, and we're on a timer. The timer's been stopped, but you know, we're on a timer. There's like alerts coming through being like, guards returning in 10 minutes, you're gonna get electric chair in 10 minutes.
It was very stressful.
And we're all just like chatting. We're like, what was your final meal, mate? Mine and me, and Messie's Yorkshire puds, you know? And then he comes back with the screwdriver, and he has to manually unscrew like a classic shed bolt, chat. You put the lock through, because it's just like unscrewing it. So we're all just stood there, nattering, while he's unscrewing this lock, because the padlock actually... It wasn't that I couldn't spell the word cloud or penis or whatever the word was. It was just that the padlock had broken and it wasn't working.
And we were like, oh, I was like, please don't like wreck it, because obviously you're gonna have to reset it and get it for the next people. Or
yeah, we were just like, tell us what's inside.
Yeah, just tell us the answer. And he was like, well, no, because it's like the last clue. So if I tell you, then like that you've just done it. And we were like, okay, so you've just got to like take this off the booking system.
He was like unscrewing it by hand. It was crazy. It was very funny. So, but we did it in time, kinda.
I'm really bad at this.
Half the puzzle worked fine. The other bit, we skipped a few steps, and then Georgie broke the padlock at the end. So that was it. That was my birthday. That was my birthday weekend. Were the facts okay? I feel like you made it worse for yourself.
Did it?
Because you accused me for not being able to spell, and you ignored me when I said we've not used this number, and you, and our last quote from Alex, said you've used it.
I don't think that's true.
So now you're an escapologist now, aren't you?
I'm an escapologist.
Escapologist. You want to do more escape rooms?
I just...
We think about doing the Warhammer one, chat. Has anyone ever been?
Yeah, has anyone
Don't tell me any
been?
clues. Have we done the Warhammer one in Nottingham? I might go. Might have a look. Might have a gander.
I'm leaving now, guys.
Okay, bye.
It was lovely to see you all. Oh.
Say bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
I was talking to chat. Say bye. So yeah, we're thinking about doing the Warhammer one in Nottingham. So that was my escapades. The second attempt, the penis didn't work. I know. Every time I tried penis, it didn't work. Can you believe? Guess what? The word was penis. But it was a good laugh. It was a good laugh. It was good fun. So if you had never done an escape room, I definitely recommend doing one at least. You have to collect all 40,000 hammers to escape. That's so genius. How has no one ever done this before? How has no one ever done this before? You know? Why wouldn't they do that? But yeah, I think it's just like I don't think it's a I don't think it's like Warhammer specific, but it's kind of like a sci-fi one that's like themed as Warhammer, if that makes sense. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it does. Anyway, chat. Sorry about if you didn't care about that. You just want to talk about competitive Warhammer. Maybe you're on the wrong channel. However, there has been a little bit of flaring up of conversation of maybe Games Workshop has ruined Warhammer again for the 19th time this week. You know? Because if you didn't know, we had some new rules. We had some new rules come out a few weeks ago that I mentioned were pretty broken, and and it seems to have come to a head, and it seems to be quite noticeable. Now, I don't like bringing up this company in particular, but there is an event coming up, the Winter ITT, I believe it's called. I'm going to screenshot just so I can cut their name out. Because no free promo. No free promo from me. Anyway, this is an event that's coming up this weekend. It's a team event. And as you can see, there is one faction that a week ago would not have been this high, and now it's the most played army at this event. It's a few hundred player event. There is one army that is 60. As you can see, Necrons are suddenly looking like quite the popular faction, even over Spacemarine and Astartes, 13 more players. And no, it's not Imperial Agents, I'm afraid. Imperial Agents is 2. The Necrons is 30 times more that. For every 1 Imperial Agents player, there are 30 Necron players. And why are Necrons this popular? Why have they suddenly got this popular? That's right, chat. It's because of the cake. It's the cake. It's just a pretend plastic model, everyone. It's a pretend plastic model. You might have seen our game on Friday. I mentioned at the start of the stream. We had the lovely Matt who's in chat. Hi, Matt. Hope you're doing well. We had the lovely Matt come and run what I have dubbed, copyright, have dubbed the Catan slop list. As you can see, it is 4 Catan. It is 1 of each. Now, this list is not optimized at all. Kinda. It is 4 Catan with some shit thrown in. You know what I mean? It is 1 of each of the big Catan. The fact that you could do this is very funny. And the fact that it's actually quite good is even funnier. Because this is using the new detachment, Pantheon of Woe. Which you would say woe when you find out all of the rules that they get for being in said detachment. I'm just going to open my out 1 second, please. Appreciate you. Give me a second. So Pantheon of Woe, basically, whilst you're within 6 inches of one of these great big monsters, you increase the AP of weapons by 1 towards enemies. So essentially, you give out -1 save, which is already really, really good. That is really, really good. You can also increase that to 9 inches if you take 3 mortal wounds on one of your Catan, which they all have a feel of pain. So they really take 2 wounds on average, you know? On average, they take 2 wounds, not 3, to increase that to 9 inches. To give everything a -1 save within 9. The equivalent of. The thing that does it, the real thing that does it, is that they have to take, each Catan has to take an upgrade, like a mandatory upgrade, to basically gain an additional ability. They're called necrodermal binding abilities, and these are abilities that each Catan has to take. If you can't fit it in your list, it's basically a compulsory enhancement for each one. If you can't fit it in your list, you have to take something else. You can't just like not take it. One of them is Advance and Charge on the Nightbringer. One of the best combat units in the game. You have to spend 30 points to give the Nightbringer Advance and Charge. Hilarious shit. That's what that is. The Void Dragon basically gets once per turn at the start of your shoot phase, let down a vehicle unit. You have to take a leadership test. If you fail, if you have to take a leadership test, until the phase, each time one makes an attack, you -1. If you fail, you're -1 to wounds. So if you pass the test, you're still -1 to hit. So you make their units pretty bad every turn, every shooting phase. That's only 20 points. The Transcendent Catan, or the Transcendent Cake Catan, as we've mentioned, can basically deep strike 6 with an advanced roll instead of just deep striking. And then the Deceiver, which I jokingly posted on Twitter, and everyone got really mad. I was like, haha, he's deceiving you. Great job, everyone. I was talking about the game rules. Is that the Deceiver and the Nightbringer, except for the fact that Nightbringer moves 10, and given advance and charge in this detachment, they have the same wounds, they have the same toughness, and they are equally as defensive. They can both deep strike. And this one is on a 40 mil base. How do you stop an Imperial Knight equivalent deep striking in your home field when it's on a 40 mil base? I don't know. I don't know is the answer. He's also got character shooting potential, and he's -3 and 3 damage in combat. He's pretty brutal. He's got like 8 attacks, and I think he's got like sustained maybe as well. He's pretty fucking nasty. But he gets a vector of 12 inches. If you're within 12, strats cost 1 more. So you can deep strike an Imperial Knight equivalent, because it's, you know, T11, 16 wounds with feel no pain. Effectively, that's 24 wounds. So it's 24 wounds T11 with a 5-1. That's an Imperial Knight profile. And he can deep strike in your home field, and he can make strats cost 1 more. Like, look, it's a bit, like, it's bad enough trying to stop, like, a random character deep striking behind you, but this is an Imperial Knight, chat. I think people don't quite believe you when you say you can deep strike an opponent's deployment zone, but you can. He must have another model come in, maybe, but we're not playing with another model right now. We're playing with 60 people playing Necrons because they're all running Catan Slop. And every one of them is going to have some form of deceiver model on the battlefield. I promise you. I promise you. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at a single list for this event. I haven't looked at a single list that anyone else has wrote. This is just what I've put together. It's, you know, it's 3 Ophidians to do actions. It's 2 heavy destroyers to do actions. It's 2 to 3 lockers destroyers to shoot and do actions. There's a unit of race because they're funny. Easy fix change toilet packs to use 100mm base. But that's not our rules. It's not up to us to write the rules for Games Workshop. Look how much hate I get every time I do that. like what we're supposed to do. Last time I said Death Guard can only take 2 of each unit, I got laughed out. I mean, everyone thought it was great. But like, I said Knights couldn't take more than one of the same one, so you couldn't spam Atropos. And I said Death Guard can only take 2 of each unit, and people were mad about it still. You know? But here we are with a Deceiver on a 40mm base, and it's barely bigger than a fucking Space Marine these days. But here we are. This is the world we live in now. So let's have a look at one of the posts. Because there's been quite a few that have been getting deleted. A lot of people have been getting quite angry. There's videos how to beat Victrix and Catan. Because that is the position we're in now. It's like, how do you beat Victrix and Catan? Now, don't get me wrong. Ew. Don't get me wrong, I play Victrix, okay? I always play Space Marines. But right now, if I was going to a tournament, I'd take for Catan. Definitely. I would be like, I also play Necrons, chat. That's what I'd say. Maybe some people would be laughing and being like, hell yeah, I can't believe Mikey's finally playing something other than Space Marines. Catan, what to do about them? It says, so as everyone is well aware, the new Boogerman is a new Catan detachment. It's got, let me zoom in. No, that's not that far. It's got some very obvious strengths, and a lot of people are going to have fundamentally bad time into it, while others will have the tools to deal with it. Because that's the thing with this list. It's, I'm going to close the cakes, okay? Oh, that was my list. My list could deal with it, you know? And, like, spoilers to the game. You should have watched it on Friday. You've had all weekend to watch it. I only just lost. But, like, what was quite ironic, and I don't think Matt won't mind me saying this, because I like Matt. I think he's a wonderful person. He's never, ever, ever, ever played Necrons, and he's never, ever, ever played against them, and I ran a really competitive Space Marine list and lost. You know? That's no offense to Matt. That just kind of shows how stupid Catan Slop's gonna be, because in the hands of every Tom, Dick, and Harry, they're gonna do really well. And then competitive players are going to have to start playing Catan Slop. So then other people are going to fucking get smashed because half decent players have picked up a stupid army because they can't be bothered to do the mental maths of playing some idiot who's never played Necrons before, and they're going to like scrape a win out of them. No, they'll just play Catan Slop themselves because they can just guarantee wins against people, you know? Easiest dub of my life. Fair play, Matt. No, it was great. It was a great game. It was good fun. And you know what? I'm really glad you came and played it, because it was really fun. It was obviously a good laugh, but it also just showed like the invincibility of how good Catan are, because you do literally just roll 4-ups and then 5-ups and laugh at them, you know? Catans will be the medics in the middle tables. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're gonna be now. That's what, not even now, that's what they are. You know? The fact that this is a list and you can actually run more than this. You can run more Catans than this. I do think there is like a diminishing returns after the first few. I'm still not even sure if 4's enough, because I'll be honest, I don't think the Void Dragons are as strong as the other 3. I think you could probably run these 2 and then 2 Transcendent Catans. You know? What was a Transcendent Catan? Oh, it's a Deep Strike 6. You don't really care about the Deep Strike 6. It's fine. But, like, for scoring mission, drop an Imperial Knight 6 inches away? What the fuck is that? OC4? That gives you -1 save with inches, excuse me. You know? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm pretty sure every competitive 40k challenge making videos on how to beat Katana bit tricks is so bad it's the main content. You know, I did warn you when I saw these rules. I did say we're in a silly Catan time. We're in a silly Catan time. There was no glitch, Jake. It was all imagination. Personally, I play Tyranids and Thousand Suns and feel both armies theoretically have the tools to take into beating it to caring degrees. Thousand Suns more than is with just much easier to sort of things that Catan hate. Mortal wins is not just to say points of mortals at them, bro. It's easy. They're running some basic numbers for Rubikai Phalanx, which I've been playing more recently. Honestly, probably one of the worst detachments, right? I still think the main detachment, the Zinch, Cabal, whatever it is better. Which I've been playing more recently. It's going to take a lot of resources, but even one Catan down. This is an army that typically doesn't struggle to wipe out units if they can see them. We're talking 800 odd points of Scarab Cult Tenors with no other boss, which is the worst case scenario. If you can get do Molt / reroll all hits, Rhino Tank Shock, the numbers improve a lot to the point where I feel like the best way to kill him is just to pray you roll hot on Destiny's Ruin or Bust. Phalanx works with 30 Scarab Cult Terminators. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fine. But, like, I still think the other attachments are better. With an I feel the only hope is invasion fleet taking lethal hits versus monsters trying to take them down in stage. You're going very likely to be in vex range and crits on fires will be super punishing, costing 3 CP for 2 units, plus the crackback is going to be very much not ideal. I cannot for the opinion of Thousand Suns players. Okay. Should people be advocating to their TOs to not allow the new attachments to have a balance pass since this seems a very consistent thing? Yeah, chat, we just got, as famously, whenever there's a broken unit, the TOs get involved. That's ridiculous. You have to wait for the meta to settle. How will Games Workshop get the stats if there's no stats? What else do they always say? What else do they always say? I'm trying to think of some other ones, you know what I mean? Noah was coming to your event anyway. This is overreaching. This is TOs trying to like TO dictatorship. What else do they like to say whenever there's broken rules and the TO tries to do something about it? All of those things. What are the Catan lists going to settle as? Fighting 3 of them in a list is going to require different tools than 5. I wish to win before GW changes these rules they created to sell models. The Hellstorm paradox. Reddit only likes the idea if Mikey didn't have it. Yeah, we have to wait for Art of War to have the idea, right? My army's been crap for ages, letting me broke for a while. True, that's a good one. Let them have their time in the sun, they'll get nerfed eventually. Oh, chat, you're on it. You're actually so on it. That's so true. All of those things are so true. Look at how they hold up into decent players. They're going to settle at 2. Look at how they hold up into decent players. Like the Nightbringer model came out the other day. You know what I mean? No one's run this at a tournament. So look at how they hold up into decent players. Look how Art of War played them. Actually, that's only they're only going to run 2 or 3. 4 and 5 is an interesting scheme, but likes the OCM model to do seconds with the whole objective against anyone competent. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to do actions while your 4 Katana doing whatever the fuck they want is quite a lot. You know? You know? 1 perfect action unit, 2 heavy destroyers, perfect action units. These were just a bit of fun. This was the fun bit. 180 points, you can do loads with that. You can run fucking another bunch of heavy destroyers, you can run some more Ophidians. When you got 4 Catan, you have so many points left. Because Necrons have a bunch of cheap units because they've been shit for ages. They have so many good little action units. Flayed ones are like 50 points. Take this out, it's 4 units of flayed ones. Just to deep strike, infiltrate, and do actions. Boo! Boo! There's not enough points if you run 4, clearly. What else we said? Katana stat check and Nick's damage output is broadly quite pathetic. Feed them gaunts and kill the rest of the armies, probably your best approach. That is going to be the best way to play them. It's not very good advice. It's very basic advice, but killing everything else is the best way. Like we saw when I was playing against Matt, when I focused on everything else, the two Catan that were left were less scary because I didn't have like everything trying to gun me down or doing actions. Someone in this thread, I will say, because I've already read it, says, why do you just move block then? Forgetting that all Catan can fly, all teleport. G doing a month and a half. Increase the price of these cheap Necron units that appear in Catan lists to balance the army. As a first player, you can see the current iteration of Catan as a major issue. Being a relatively slow moving army with low siege loss model count and loads of damage too, the -1 damage really smashes a lot of minor damage potential. Yeah, the -1 damage compared to half damage, because of the fact that they've increased so many wounds, it only really starts coming to play when you're at D6 damage. You know, but that's the only time it's worse. When it's like low numbers, when it's like 2 or 3 damage, it actually makes 0 difference. They've just got more wounds, especially 2 damage, obviously, because that is still being halved. Really smashes a lot of my damage potential. On top of that, I cannot easily OC spam them or block them. My best side is playing Negan with the Thunderkin Beam since I damage 3 and hit the sweet spot with AP2, but going into the 4-pin one without going over. My second best chance is a Magnum Rail from Lamport. Basically, Rupture Cannon with short range, worse PS, and 2 less damage but death. I mean, if we're relying on a one-shot weapon to kill something that has a 4+ input, excellent. I mean, that's what people forget is like, the Magnum Rail rifles and those types of equivalent weapons are great. And don't get me wrong, I've been trying out repulsors and they do pop off. They do pop off, but like, if you shoot something that's -1 damage, 4% more, and a feel no pain, like, you can't rely on something that's 1 shot and 1 roll of a damage. Because if it's like D6 plus 4 and you roll a 1, it's only 4 damage because they get their -1 damage. And then they ignore a third of that, they only take 3 wounds. From like the biggest laser cannon you can bring in an army, they take 3 wounds sometimes. Yeah, they can take 9, which becomes 8. Don't get me wrong. They can take 10 instead of, and then becomes 9. But then they only take 6. That's only double. Only double of what they would have took if you took a 1. And you had to roll a 6. You know, on average. And that's the whole point. It's the on average. Asgard auto see them. They have 4 C. 2 of our battleline dudes contest with the banner / order. How do you survive against them? You know what I mean? How do you survive a whole turn against Catan? Yeah, I'm going to put all my dudes on these objectives so I OC you. And then the Catan go, okay, well, it's a shooting phase. Now it's the charge phase. Now it's the fight phase. Now it's the end of the fight phase. How are you still there? Also, the rest of my army shoots you. We're just shitty, just little dudes. Only 8 attacks, easy bet. I got 13 guides. Yeah, only 8 attacks per phase. They got like 2 modes of fight. They got. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Nightbringer isn't as many attacks he's shooting. But like everything else is. Let's have a look. Necrons data sheets. The Transcendent Catan, for example, because they all have slightly different roles. Where is he? 6 attacks. Strength 8, -2, 2 damage. We've sustained. We've sustained. Cool. What about Catan Shard of the Void Dragon? Let's have a look at you, bad boy. Range weapon. He's got the Spear, which is D3 shots, anti-vehicle 2 plus D6 plus 2. And then Voltaic Storm, which is D6 plus 3, strength 7 -1, sustain 2 with blast. Yeah, alright. And let's not talk about their combat because they've all got fucking like 15 attacks where they need them. They all 14 attacks, strength 8, -2, 2 damage in combat from the Nightbringer. Are you really surviving standing on an objective next to a Catan? My go-to solution for Catan has always been 30 Sternguard and O for moment. Alright, why are we writing fanfiction in chat? Who's running 30 Sternguard? Shut up. 30 Oh, Psychomancer's Battle Shock from 18 out from our line of sight. I didn't even think about that. That's a genius. Almost. Genius play. Psychomancer. I didn't even think about a Psychomancer. The Psychomancer. So, again, 55 points. In the Battle Shock step, if an enemy is below size strength within 6 inches of this model, it must take a Battle Shock test, subtracting 1 from the test. And then once per turn at the start of your command phase, shooting phase, movement phase, charge phase, or fight phase, you can select a unit within 18 and make it make a Battle Shock test. Subtracting 1 from the test! So you can do 2 Battle Shocks a battle round. You can force an opponent to do Battle Shocks twice per battle round for 50 points. Cracked. Absolutely cracked. That's it. Put the Psychomancer up, 55 points. Make him 110. Send him down. Are people bringing Psychomancers? Well, I don't know. I don't think they are right now, but that's some fun tech. You know? I'll out OC a Catan. All right, take 2 Battle Shocks test, mate. Go on, then. Go on, lad. Take 2. At -1. The thing is with the Katanas, they're a lot cheaper than the equivalent. There is like this comment saying everyone has the Katana equivalent. I don't think every army has a toughness 11, 16 wound, -1 damage, 4 plus invul, 5 plus finna pain equivalent for 300 points. You know? Like Gulliman's pretty good, but he's like nearly 400 points. So that doesn't really track for 300 points. You know? None of the Primarchs in the Chaos armies are close, really, in terms of defensive profile and combat potential. I don't think that, because Imperial Knights are like 400 points a lot of the time. So who are we talking? Who are we talking about here? You know, like who are we talking about? For 300 plus points, okay, cool. I can bring a Warhammer Titan for 2,000. You know what I mean? Yep, it's fair. That's fair. Late to the party on this, but it feels like this edition has been pretty bad the later it goes on for just releasing absolutely broken data sheets and then fixing them after everyone buys them. Yeah, it has been it has been a lot of that, definitely. That's not a wild thing to think. Bam, you get nothing. True. Avatar, okay, yeah, the Avatar. Can it deep strike? It's probably. So we got 1 unit. Every army? I don't see it. They're strong, sure, but not the level of bandwidth. Alright, man. Let's have a look at this event, shall we? Can't take multiple avatars, though. Also very true. The thing is with Necrons is they can take 4 gods. They can take 6 gods. You know? They can take 6 of them. That is a very, very good, valid point. They can take 6 of the pricks. Right, let's have a look at people we might know. Can you not search anymore? Right. If I skip it, just because I don't know yet. I'm trying to look for a list that I think will be strong. You know what I mean? So Mark is good. Mark knows his shit. Where are all these people? Where's my no name, Soz? Where's my no name? Luke, we'll have a look at Luke. James will have a fairly decent list, I think. Josie will. Warmaster, that's who's on the team. Probably will. Okay, they're all the names that I know anyway. Let's see if they're running Pantheon of War. Okay, we're running Canoptech Core, interestingly. Because that's the thing with this detachment. Is that these units is you don't really need to run Pantheon of Woe. Because then your Catan shards are even cheaper. That's the thing. You can actually run... Because I think the problem is that what Matt had... It was that, like, he was trying to run these Catan, but then because he had so many Catan, he didn't have any units to benefit from the stratagems that the Catan are in. Because the Pantheon of Woe has a lot of units, has a lot of stratagems that affect units rather than affecting the Catan. When he could just run a detachment that affects the Catan and the units, you know, very different. So he's running Canoptech Court, he's got a Deceiver, Void Dragon, and then no Nightbringer, interestingly. He's got a Mentor. And then he's backed that up with Doomstalker, Scarab, Wraiths, Tombblades, and Tombblades. Okay, that's an interesting one. I do wonder if anyone is actually running the Pantheon. We've got Awakened Dynasty. We're running the Deceiver and the Void Dragon. I thought the Void Dragon was the weakest one. I would have said the Void Dragon's the weakest one. Imhotep's going to be absolutely slapped because of the command point benefit he's got. Which just... Psychomancer... Didn't we just say about causing battle shocks a minute ago? Two Psychomancers. Cracked. 20 with the reanimate, with Ghost Arc and the reanimator. So we've got the Unkillable Horde. And it's just Catan. Another Canoptech Court. Dark Side Canoptech Catan from James. So he has the Deceiver and the Nightbringer and Imhotep. 2 Doomstalkers, 2 Tombcrawlers, Wraiths, Flayed Ones, all the Lockhurst and Ophidian to do actions. Void Dragon feels weakest. He's also one of the cheapest, right? The Catan Shard of the Deceiver being 285 points is absolutely, like, abhorrent, to be honest. It's absolutely abhorrent. It is so stupid. Like, in terms of, like, profile. Like, look at this ability profile, right? Movement 8, which is the problem. T11, 3+ save, 4+ invuln, 16 wounds, 6 up leadership, OC4. It has stealth, it's -1 to it. It has deep strike, and it has no pain, like I've already mentioned. It has 6 shots, so strength 6 damage 2, -2. Anti-character 4+ Deathwatch with precision. Golden Fist, it's got 8 attacks at strength 10, -3 damage. It's on a 40mm base. And it deep strikes. And it gives you redeploy as well. And it's -1 damage. Absolutely bananas. It's absolutely bananas, lads. Well, it's just made to go into fighting vehicles. Yeah, it's very specific. That's for sure. So he's got double Catan Shard, Imhotep, Technomancer, Doomstalker, like we mentioned, Wraiths, etc. Curse Legion. This is the new one, right? The Destroyer Detachment. The Destroyer Detachment. Necrosaur. Let's have a look. Catan Shard the Deceiver, Catan Shard the Nightbringer, Chronomancer, Necrosaur, Teleporting Overlord, Psychomancer, Scorpet Lord. When I say it's weak, it's just the least OP at the fuck down. It just, yeah, it feels a bit more specific. Reanimator, flayed ones, 3 lockers, 3 heavies, 1 heavy, 10 lich guard. So he's got teleporting lich guard, got a brick of scorpec, and 2 Catan to go with it. And then Star Shatter. Ugh. Star Shatter Arsenal with the Catan Shatter and the Deceiver. It's almost like all of these lists have the Deceiver in because it's the best one and it's so cheap. I can't believe I can finally put my Catan Shatter and the Deceiver on the board. It's going to get nerfed within 2 weeks. I've had it for years, chat. I played it years ago. It's finally on the board and it's fucking bananas broken. Psychomancer again? Someone asked me, who's running Psychomancer? It turns like fucking everybody. Warden, Silent King. Oh, God. What does the Silent King... Does he affect Catan as well? I think he probably does. What's abilities? Rather than Necron units with insect, you can reroll charge rolls and add 1 to the strength of the attack. Yeah. Necrons can add 2 to the move. We can make that Catan Shadow Deceiver move 10, lads. Let's go. And then reroll a hit and a wound roll 1. Perfect. Perfect. We can buff on Catan. Hellstorm, I've always been a fan of Catan shards. Well, how can I not be? Look at his ass. How can I not be a fan of this Catan shard, you know? I'm only human. I'm only human, bro. But also, I paid this fucking 6 years ago or whatever it was. When was it? I paid it in the video. There's literally video evidence of me paying this fucking donkeys ago. And then I got this the other day because I knew Necrons were getting updated. I was like, I actually don't own a Void Dragon. How weird. I don't own any Ophidian Destroyers. How weird. I don't own any Heavy Destroyers. How weird. And now look at me. I got 5,000 points of Necrons. I've always loved the Necron lore. Funnily enough, I've read more Necron lore than Bloodravens. They're my Xenos army. I love them. And look how quickly I can paint them now. Shout out to Guy. What a boy. Shout out to Midwinter Minis. Maybe you'll see these in a game soon with Midwinter Minis. Who's to say? Who's to say? I'm hanging out with a friend tomorrow. What a great time. You're always a big fan of Knights briefly too. I loved playing Knights. I play them at Comp Club all the time. I like it when I play an army new. You know, I pull out an army I've not played in a while because they're famously quite shit. And everyone's like, God, Mikey, you're such a meta chaser. And I'm just pulling them out with a fucking bang, you know? Jack, you've seen my collection of Warhammer. Any army's broken, I can play it tomorrow. I have them all. I don't know if you know, but I do Warhammer for a job. All I do is talk about Warhammer. I need to know what's going on. Whereas fucking some other prick comes out with a new army. They're like, hell yeah, welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. God, I can't wait to see what you do with those on your channel, Mr. Warhammer player. Hell yeah, dude. Mikey. No, go. How the fuck? How fucking dare you? How dare you play a different army? How dare you? Meta Chaser. Meta Chaser. How dare you play a different unit than other than Space Marines? You know? How dare you even think about it? And there's someone else, and you're fucking playing Sleepy Piranha. Sleepy Piranha comes on. And you're like, hell yeah, love this. God damn. Oh. Welcome to the Necrons. I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you enjoy playing your Necrons, Mr. Other Warhammer YouTuber, or Mrs. Warhammer YouTuber, or them Warhammer YouTuber. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thanks so much for joining our community. We have a subreddit and a Discord if you'd like to join. We'd really appreciate it. That'd be really cool. You know, I'd really like it if you enjoyed and you welcomed us, welcomed into our community of ex-army Necrons, you know. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. You know, we'd really like to have you in our community and really welcome you. And then when I start playing a different army, how could you? Don't even think about it, you meta chaser. Get off of our lawn. You're not welcome here, are you? Clearly. Clearly not welcome in our circles. Get out. You've been playing them fucking Space Marine shitheads for months. Don't ever even come here ever again. Don't bring out models you've had for 10 years, tourist. How's the box of space tools doing? Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. Anyway. Where were we? Where were we? I can't remember. Let's have a look at these other lists. This is clickbait. Nice. I've always loved Necrons, truly. So we've got Alex, who's running Katanshad the Deceiver, Katanshad the Void Dragon. Again. It is just the ultimate anti-tank, isn't it, to be fair? Joke aside, Nightbringer's good at killing everything. Void Dragon's extremely good at killing vehicles exclusively. Jamie Clifford, what you got? Deceiver, Nightbringer, Void Dragon, and Translate Catan. He's going for 5. He's gone for 5. So he's got all 5. He's got Necrosaur, who has to be a warlord. That is the only downside of running multiple Catan. You've got to take one character to be a warlord. And then he's got 3 single destroyers and 1 heavy destroyer. So Necrosaur's fucking bonkers good as well. So he will have loan up because he's got random destroyers. But while a friendly unit he makes an attack, you get sustained 1 as long as it's targeting the closest unit and within 6. That many big C's bad, or does it work? It's one of those. It's a skew army. I mean, this is a team event, so it kind of works, right? It won't work in every game ever. But if it overwhelms your opponent and kills them, let's say they're running Imperial Knights or something, and you take 1 or 2 out, suddenly they can't out-OC you. You know? If you put this into an Imperial Knights army, the Imperial Knights doesn't kill them because it doesn't have enough that firepower. And then in combat, it's not got enough attacks. And then you just kill them and they can't hold the objectives. It's like one of those. How do you hold the objectives with a knife in your hand when your knife is mobilized against the wall? How do you hold objectives when you've got no fucking models left? How do you do against a 200 guardsman skew list? It would kill him. It would definitely kill him. If it made combat, it'd fucking brutalize them. But yeah, that'd be the problem. It'd be keeping up with them. So you can give everything sustained, basically, which is pretty funny. Although you Catan running together, all got sustained hits. Fuck it. the Deceiver within 6 of him, just shooting characters with sustained hits and anti-character and devastating wounds. Anyway, I started blasting. That's what you're going to be doing, right? You're going to be cowboying fucking shit. Absolutely bananas. Who else we got? Shout out to Connor. We love Connor. Star Shatter, Deceiver, Void Dragon. Look at that. Necrosaur, Deceiver, and the Void Dragon going to be the most fucking nerfed units you've ever seen. And 2 Doomsday Arcs. Absolutely horrific. This list is horrific. A Silent King, Necrosaur, a Hex Mark to give him Lone Operative, because obviously Necrosaur gets Lone Operative when near a destroyer. This destroyer already has Lone Operative. Katanshad, and Deceiver, Void Dragon, and then fucking Doomsday Arc. So you try and come out and shoot the Deceiver or the Void Dragon, you get shot back with Doomsdays. Richard Field, you got it good. Deceiver, Nightbringer, Void Dragon, and a Transcendent. He's running the big 4. Okay, what's he got with it? Hexmark, Necrosaur, Orican, and the Royal Warden. 20 warriors, 2 reanimators and flayed ones. I don't think this is the right way to do it. I think a lot of people are trying to go, okay, I'll take 4 Catan and then the unkillable brick. And I just don't think the unkillable brick is that unkillable anymore. So I don't think that works. I honestly don't think this angle works. You just don't have enough, right? He's got like 2 units who can do actions. Can't always write rough list. I end up playing it too much. Yeah, that's a great that's a hilarious list. Who doesn't love Catan? We got Deceiver, Nightbringer, Void Dragon. How many Transcendent? No Transcendent. You don't love Catan because you haven't got enough. You clearly don't have enough. Excuse me, chat. Also, chat, I got a new t-shirt from birthday. What do you think? Did you not like Gundam? I don't know if it was I don't know if you noticed. Anyway, where were we? So he's also got Cesaras. Cesaras. It'll look great with your pin case. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Reanimator, Raid, Flayed ones, Destroyers. Not sure what Cesaras is doing. Yeah, well, a friendly Necron battle line unit is within 3 inches. What is Illuminar doing? Wait, this is the wrong list. What's Illuminar doing? There are no battle line in this list. Is it just because he's another load up? Is that why? I mean, he's T8 with a 4+ Invon. 4+ Finna Pain, sorry. And he's lone operative. And he's okay in combat. They just call the guy likes him. No, why is he got him? Tell me right now. Let me know your secrets. Joshua Rizzo. Void Dragon. What? No Deceiver? What the fuck? Where's the Deceiver? What a bad list. No Deceiver. This hasn't got any Catan in it whatsoever. This is why I don't look at random people's lists. This has got no Catan at all. What's the point in playing Necrons? You've got no Catan. What year is it? Just the Void Dragon? God, all these fucking tourists only playing the Void Dragon because they got into it in 9th edition. Get out of my army. Simon, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Deceiver, Nightbringer, Void Dragon. Silent King. Now we're talking. What else we got? Necrosaur. Reanimated Flame Ones, Lockhurst, Ophidian, Scorpec, 2 Blades. That's a list and a half. No Transcendent Catan, I'll let him off. He's got the Silent King as well. That's hilarious. Let's make all this shit move even faster. I just thought Pantheon of Woe with the Wait, let me double check the Silent King. Let me double check the Silent King. It's just +2 to the move characteristic. Because the Nightbringer moves 12? 10? Yeah, it moves 10. You can make it 12 with advance and charge. So you can move 18 and still charge. In the Pantheon. Hilarious. So that's where the game's at right now. I'm probably going to play Catan Shards at Com Club on Thursday just to see how they are. Because if Matt can absolutely hand my ass to me with with fucking with a list he's never played before, with an army he's never used before, with an army he's never played against before. I really need to try it out. I definitely need to try it out, chat. But people are mad about it on Reddit. People are mad about it everywhere. They talk about, like I said, they talk about banning Catan. I don't disagree. I'm not going to ban it from my event. It's a month away. Speaking of, Exploit Shop, if you want to come along, we do have events coming up in the end of this month. Well, end of February, and then in April. I do think that the Catan drama will be dead by then. But if it isn't, I'm sure I'll kick up a fuss on Reddit by banning them. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll kick up a fuss on Reddit by banning them. Got to come along. 28th of February, 1st of March. It's a first big one of the year. 64 players at Outpost. Absolutely wonderful place to play Warhammer. Air-controlled carpets, beer, music, sound dampening, shop. What more do you want from Warhammer, really? Plenty of time for him to drop an egg before then. No, literally. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the Catan drama for my own event. Same thing as Daka, another Necron. It's broken until the next balance patch. Maybe soon if it's super busted. The thing is with it is like the Catan one is it is a little bit more swingy. It's just obviously because there's so many of them, because everyone's running like 3 or 4, is that like you can kill 1. You can kill 2. 3 becomes a bit rough. 4 is really, really difficult. So it's I think it's gonna be causing a problem. I think every big event for the next 2 weeks is basically. I think I could probably just say it's gonna be won by Necrons. I don't need to put money on it. It's pretty much a guarantee at this point. You know what I mean? So it's a bit like, yeah. It's a bit dumb. My issue is you book events a while ahead of time, and then right before the event they drop Catan spam. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's you can't plan for it. You can't plan for it. You don't know what's coming out. Red Corsairs are going to come out someday, right? You buy a ticket for my event now. Red Corsairs might be legal for my event. I obviously don't know. It might be the month after. They might come out next week for all I know. I didn't even know Shadowhunt was coming out until I saw other people had painted it already. You know what I mean? Like, my event's coming up. Red Corsairs could be the most broken army in the game. I've got no idea. They might be at my event. They might not be. You know what I mean? And it's like, how can you prepare for that? You can't. So, but yeah, there is definitely an issue of like, fucking, oh, if this unit comes out, it's really broken, then it gets nerfed. Then this unit comes out, it's really broken, then it gets nerfed. And then this unit comes out, it's really broken, then it gets nerfed. There is like, then sometimes there's like units that like come out, they're really shit, and then they just never see the tabletop. It's definitely it feels like that's something Games Workshop should address for the health of the game. Do I think they will address because it does genuinely help sell stuff? I really don't know. So it's definitely like super difficult because, like I said, they're not gonna just go, you know what, all this new stuff, right? We're gonna put like a beta patch out. We're gonna put a beta test out. It's not legal in tournaments. Try it out. Let us know what you think, and then we'll balance it off that. It's either gonna be absolutely bonkers broken or mediocre at best. There is no in between. And that's kind of like the method. We live and die by that right now. That's what the game just relies on because it sells shit. Even if people go out and print them, other people buy them, you know what I mean? Because like, whilst like everyone says Games Workshop's going to die because of 3D printing, what actually happens is one dickhead 3D prints it, someone gets smashed by it and goes, well, I don't have a 3D printer, so I'm going to go buy one, you know? So yeah, it's a definitely a difficult one for sure. I don't really know how they could or how they should manage it in the future because it is clearly a problem. It keeps happening. It's like the churn is just, the burn of it is like brutal, to be honest. Which is why I made a video about quitting Warhammer, you know what I mean? If you are getting fed up of it, you don't want to do the cycle again, because we are coming to the end of the cycle. We're about to start a new one. It's just one of those things, right? It's obviously not a great look. So many people are out there shouting about how do you do bad at rules right, and they keep doing this. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. Games Workshop can avoid it. How will they avoid it? How do they keep making money while avoiding it? How do they make the stock market go up while avoiding it? I don't know. Of all the broken list army detachments we've had in 10th, which was the strongest? That is a difficult question, I think. That is a very, very difficult question. I think when people say the most broken army in 10th, I think they go Eldar, you know, because Eldar were extremely broken right at the start of the edition, so everybody remembers it. But Daka was extremely broken for a very short period of time, you know. But they were extremely broken. They were absolutely bananas good. Now, Knights were pretty good for a short amount of time. Were they as strong as Eldar? I don't know. Were they strong as Orks? I don't know. Potentially. But Catan are up there, you know? If we're going to go like SS tier, maybe not a great time to start making SS references, but you know, like if we're going to go SS tier, where S tier has been some of the strongest armies in the game, I think Eldar, 10th pre-nerf, Index Eldar, Knights, Mordaka, and Catan should be up there, you know what I mean? That's what I would imagine in my theoretical tier list that I'll make as a stream towards the end of the edition, is that like they have been the most broken armies. Maybe I'll ask Guinness if he wants to collab and do our video once again, you know? I shouldn't say this on stream because it'll get stolen, but you know. If you know the video me and Guinness did was very good, we might do that again. That might be fun. So yeah, so it's gonna be like that sort of ilk is like, I think Catan's up there. I think Victrix are extremely strong. I think pre-nerf Victrix were extremely strong, but again, they weren't around very long. Should they be on the strongest tier ever? I'm not 100% sure. So yeah. Where's strongest army in 10th edition? Fuck knows. Fuck knows. There's a few, isn't there? Let's be honest. There's a few. This is the time where they release stupid, fun crap that's crazy broken. Yeah, they do keep doing it, right? What did they have at the end of the last edition? We had World Eaters, Orks. Sorry, Guard came out. World Eaters came out. I'm trying to think of like, what was at the end of the last edition? 8-man was kind of good. They weren't broken though. They were just like a bit different, you know. Desolation Marines, yeah, you're right. You got me there. Desolation Marines is definitely the cracked unit that came out at the end of the last edition. And Votan. Arcs of Omen detachments. That's just what we have now though, right? That's not really like an end of the edition thing. That just happened and now that's what we have. I miss Votan allies. Fucking hell, yeah. Do you remember when Votan got nerfed before they came out? Hilarious. I miss seeing Desolation Marines, best looking gun in the game. You know what? True. I love Desolation Marines. I have 20 of them. Hilarious shit. Bring back Desos, that's what I say. So good chance Mutilators come out broken. If they come out this edition, yeah, probably. Good for a few weeks. Look what I posted memes. Why do I want to show that, bro? Why do I want to show that? Desolator, I barely knew it. This is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. A framed photo of AI Henry Cavill as the Emperor. That is awful. That is so bad. Check his hard drive. Check his hard drive, chat. Anyway, chat, it's a busy week this week. Busy the week this week, chat. 1, it is the last week for the Paint Titus competition. If you did not know, the competition is ending this week. There'll be a new channel coming up either tomorrow, probably Wednesday. There'll be a new channel coming up Wednesday where you'll be able to submit your finished entries. But if you did not know, all of this month, everybody in the Discord has been painting up new Titus from the Titus Encyclopedia. The encyclopedia that comes with free Titus. It ends this week. Your deadline is Friday the 30th of January. Okay? So if you would like to enter, you've been painting him, he's been sat to one side. This week is the last week to enter. There's a competition running. It's going to be a community vote followed by judges, me, Hellstorm team. A community vote who'll be voting for the finalists and the judges will be picking our favourite. So it's a good time. Start thinking about finishing your entry, getting some really nice pictures because I can only look at pictures. If you painted literally the best model known to man that makes any mortal human cry when they see it in person, and you take the shittest picture known to man, it's gonna look shit, okay? No offense, chat. It's not an offense on your painting, but if you take a shit picture, it's gonna look shit, okay? So take a really nice picture with your phone with good lighting. If you don't have good lighting, go outside where that grass shit is and take a picture there. So do that. Also this Friday, it is the launch of the Gundam Set 3. I don't know if you knew, but the new Gundam set for the Gundam Trading Cards game is out this Friday. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if we ran it back? Allah. You know, what if we run it back? Okay. So this Friday, we'll be opening Gundam packs live on stream. And for every 10 gifted, I'll be cutting the next pack in half. I'm going to have to buy some better scissors, though, because it didn't work last time, clearly. But this Friday, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be opening packs on stream. I have a whole box to go through, which we'll do again. Also, if you didn't know, if you are local to Sheffield, as of Tuesday this week, at the Outpost, I am now running Gundam card games every Tuesday night. So this week we're doing a learn to play with starter decks. So you can see all this in our Discord, !Discord. That tomorrow night, after I've done my filming with Guy, I am doing a learn to play sessions. If you'd like to attend, come on down to the Outpost and learn to play Gundam using my Gundam decks. There are 2 Gundam decks that came out a few weeks ago. We have Flash of Radiance and Celestial Drive. I definitely didn't. I called it Celestial Overdrive, but there we go. There's 2 new starter decks that are out and available at the Outpost in store. And you'll be able to come down and play some demo games with me, and I'll teach you how to play. And then as of every week on Tuesday, we're going to be doing Gundam tournaments. Okay, every single Tuesday. We'll be doing bigger events as we grow. But if you're local to Sheffield, you want to come learn to play Gundam, Tuesday night's going to be the best one. Obviously, if you can't make this week, that's fine. If you try and make next week, someone will be able to give you a demo game at least. And we'll be playing events every single Tuesday night on at 6:45. So if you'd like to attend, please do. Should be a good laugh. So that's the plans for this week. Wednesday, I'll be doing the morning news show as normal. But like I said, tomorrow I'm filming with Guy, so I'm sure I'll have plenty of stories to tell. You know? When's the Nightbringers Titus giveaway? So we'll be doing that at the end of the month. So I think I'm going to do that on the 2nd of January. So I think we'll announce the... Well, we'll be doing the voting for Titus, the painting Titus, over that weekend. But then we'll do the Nightbringer and Titus giveaway on the 2nd of February because it's a Friday, it's a Gundam stream. I want to be able everyone to like maximize that one. So I'll be giving away that on February 2nd. Then we'll be starting the next giveaway, which is probably going to be for the Red Corsairs box. Okay, spoilers. Spoilers, chat. The next giveaway is probably the Red Corsairs box. 11-month delivery time. What do you mean? What have I done? Did I say 3rd of January or 3rd of February? I meant 2nd of February. So yeah, we're going to be giving away the Nightbringer and Titus on the 2nd of Feb. I know I would normally do it, but I want to make sure people like maximum. Unless I do it on the Friday. I just don't know if as many people will tune in on Friday if I'm opening Gundam packs, even if it's a funny stream. Unless I say it's a big Warhammer giveaway during the Gundam stream. Chat, I'll let you vote. You vote. This Friday or Monday next week, we give away the Nightbringer and Titus. Because I was worried it was going to be a Friday stream, but actually it turns out that the Friday stream, I'm not doing a battle report. I'm going to be opening Gundam, so I'm going to be sat here, so it will be fine. When I get young audience into Gundam, do it Friday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I know people don't like Gundam, but it is sick. It's so good. And you get to watch me open packs and potentially cut open a £400 card in half and watch me cry on stream. So I feel like it might be fun. And all of those giveaway, all those people trying to get me to cut packs open will be entered in to win a Nightbringer. You know? So it should be a good laugh, you know? It should be good. The votes seem kind of split, to be honest. 60-40. I don't rely on 60-40. What do you think this is, Brexit? The G-Fred +++ getting snipped. Yeah, literally. This card. Again, I really want this one. This is the one I really want. This is the new LR++ in the new set. And I don't want to cut it in half. It's going to be worth about £400. But I could, with your votes. Alright, chat. We were at 58-42, so I'm still not sure. I mean, the resource... I cut open my G-Quats resource last time. They're still in my binder. My bag up here? My bag's in the car. My bag's in the car, but I did cut open a resource in half. You get one shiny one per box, and I snipped it straight in half along with the multiple LRs, which there's only 8 in the box. So that's what we're going to be doing Friday. So Friday we cut open booster packs, quite literally. And then and Wednesday we're doing the usual morning news. I would love Gundam if I cared about Gundam anime, schoolgirls, or card games, but that's not the world we live in, so I hope you enjoy it. It's not just about anime schoolgirls. It's about political warfare in scientific and futuristic world. It's fun. It's great. And also there's cool robots. The fact that there's schoolgirls in it, not even relevant to me, to be honest. Don't even care. I don't even care. It's about local mecha, yeah, and political ideologies at war. I think we got enough political warfare. What about made-up political warfare? I can't argue about the anime schoolgirls thing because, like, there's one that me and Elliot keep quoting because it's very funny. Because I was like trading, right, and I was at an event, and I was like, after an event, most of the time people start trading. So I have my binder, like my people look through my binder, got some cool things. And I had a C+ Letter Mercury. C+ basically means shiny. Comes in the starter deck. Can't find it now because it's all the beta one. Not the beta male, the other one. So I basically had this card. I had this card. It's not an expensive card. It's about $15. It's a shiny version of one that comes in the starter deck. Because the nice thing about Gundam starter decks is in every deck you get a booster pack with a holographic version of one of your cards, which is fun. So I had this one, and she's from a show called Witch from Mercury. Now, if you've seen Gundam or seen anything about Gundam, you probably recognize this Gundam because it's from this show, you know? If you didn't know anything about Gundam, it's basically there's one storyline and there's loads of spin-off storylines, and this is one of the spin-offs, right? And I don't know anything about this, but Soletta Mercury is from this, and she's the witch, and one of them's from Mercury, basically. I don't know. Got fuck all idea. Anyway, I've got this card. I've got this fucking card, and this guy wants it, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm having a look for his binder. And I'm like, I want this and this or whatever. Stuff to add up to the same price. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But she's my favourite lesbian. And I was like, excuse me? She's my favourite Gundam lesbian in the Gundam show. She's literally my favourite lesbian. And I was like, what are you saying to me, bro? I was just like, how? He's just repeatedly going, I don't know. I don't know. But she is my favourite lesbian. Yeah, go on then, I'll take her. She's my favourite lesbian after all. And then he literally put her in a card sleeve and said, thank. And then he said something along the lines of, I'm going to put you back with her, you little lesbian. And I was just like, what have I condemned this card to? What have I condemned this card to, bro? What is going to happen to her? She's going to put a little jar. And she's just going to be staring with that little face. She's a child, bro. She's a child. She's a child. Look at her. She's sweating in the picture. She's already sweat. She's already got the anime sweat nerves. She's my favourite lesbian. So anyway, shout out to that Soletta Mercury. Thanks for the alt art Red Gundam. Appreciate it. I got the Red Gundam alt art. Let's go. This is what I changed for it, chat. I don't think this is a lesbian. Does that mean he has a least favourite lesbian? I mean, yeah, definitely. That's surely what that means. I trade it for this. Great card. Great card. I'm making a god deck, chat. I'm making a full alt art deck of G-Quooks. Excuse me. And I've started one of them being Red Gundam. Anyway, she's my favourite lesbian. Fucking just absolutely hilarious. I might play one game in Gundam since it's Gundam Week. Gundam Week! Gundam Week! Now I don't know if I want to watch that series. I think it's not even like, it's one of those where it's not even like, she's not actually a lesbian, but it's just like, it could be conferred, you know? It's like pure fan fiction. What deck shall I use? Let's have a quick game. Let's have a quick game. Like a quick game of ranked. How about that? Let's play control. Let's try control, shall we? Let's have a quick game. Chasing Amy. I don't know what that means. Good job, she's in a protective sleeve. Yes, thank God. Thank God. In that jar forever. Are we playing on that? What rank am I? 1,979, chat. Look at me. I'm the operator. How many is they in ranked? Every time I say G-Quooks, I think of the wrong thing. It's such a weird spelled word as well. But it's not called G-Cooks. It's G-Quooks. Quooks. Right, here we go, chat. We're in. I will go second. We're playing control this week, chat. That's a decent hand. That's a pretty decent hand, chat. We've got some stuff to do early on. He's got nothing to do turn one. Hilarious. Let's go G deck, you know what I mean? Let's go fishing. Fuck me. Oh my God. Yeah, sure, we'll bin this off. We don't need that anymore. Okay. We play control. This is a stall deck, chat. It kind of, it blocks and blocks and blocks until the opponent has no more stuff left, and then it just like draws more cards than them much faster. This is ranked. This is against another person, yeah. It's not against AI. I'll play this because I've got 3 in hand. I'll let him break my base because I don't care, because this one gets a stronger on the turn it attacks, and I'll block this one. And then I'll just replace this base because it's about to kill it. Sure. You can have it. All yours. All yours, bruv. And if he doesn't attack here, I play Show Resolve and laugh at him. Yeah, so I just block. He's not played anything yet, but I will block just to get rid of this one. The chance of him having a link in hand are extremely slim. And then this guy can pick up this one as well. Okay, he's got 2 gun tanks. That's annoying. Never mind. Yeah, fair play. That was good. That was good of him. That was a good, very good counter to what I did. He's playing the classic aggro. Fucking another blocker. Alright. We could play with 2 blockers. Or we can laugh and play base so we can't get through it. Oh, look, it's my favourite lesbian. That's the only reason I played this deck, just so I could say that. And then we'll play another blocker. Hooray! Hooray! Oh, look, it's my favourite lesbian. Look at her. Look, she's got... Oh, you can't see, she's in my head. She's got the anime sweat, bro. Should I move my thing here so you can see? Oh, you can't quite see my hand then. Okay, he's playing the gun. Okay, now we're... He's got the perfect curve, bro. He's got the perfect curve. Just you wait till I drop 3 blockers on your head. I thought aggro is the best way to play. It was until like a week ago. Now there's one particular deck that counters aggro. So everyone, I'm back on stall. I'm back on the stall, bruv. We need to get rid of that Gundam. This is going to be rough, actually. So there's we went over it the other day, but there's one. He did die in the wrong order. Why did he doing this one? Why did he not play a gun tank, which should kill it? There's one particular deck that absolutely counters aggro. It absolutely fucks aggro over. So I've decided to drop playing aggro now. He's got a very good curve though. Having getting Gundam on turn 4 is really savage. Oof. This is not good. Okay. Right, how do we stop him winning now? Okay, we have a great card, a great card, a great card. So I think we go 2, 2, because this is a new blocker, and we'll go for a big blocker. We probably should have gone for a small blocker. And then I'll save this, because this reduces attack by 3. So now I can, when he attacks with something, I can turn damage to 0. Or just make it -3 so I don't die when I do it. Now, he could have something else in hand. Oh, he does have an arrow in hand. Oh, that was mean. He might have got me. I think he might have got me. I'll block with this one. Make him take 4 damage. Cool. We'll probably slow this one down, just so it's the most effective. Oh, we get a pilot to hand, that's nice. Oh, never bombardment. Activate the burst. What was the burst again? Choose enemy gets -3 AP. Nice, nice. Let's make this -3 AP this turn. So now it's 0 this turn. Oh, that's literally what Unforeseen Incident does. Absolutely savage. That's probably just bought me a whole ass turn. That's literally bought me a whole ass turn, bro. Oh, he's crying. He's literally crying. I think I've still lost. Oh, he's made it AP1. It's got high maneuver, so let's make it -3 AP. Get fucked. Damage 0. That's what I was going to do anyway, and he had to use a pilot to do it. I can't stop this one then. Never mind. We have lost this one, chat. I've got 1 blocker up, and I can't. Yeah, we've lost this one. We did well though. We did. Yeah, got my favourite lesbian, and that's it. If you had ever had a favourite lesbian, it wouldn't have been happened. Yeah, yeah, literally wouldn't have happened. We can't do much here. We can just play a command and draw some cards. Yeah, these would have been good, would have been decent. Maybe a turn ago. That'd have been great. Because we could have done something. And I concede. I'll let him have his turn. Let him have his fun. Yeah, he definitely got me there. He got me with that Lifrith bait. That's what he did. If I still had that Lifrith without the double gun tank, I probably would have won this. Yeah, GG, man. I'll kill you. I'll kill you, Gundam. I was too curvy for Mike to deal with. Yeah, it was too hourglass shaped, you know. So 1 curve basically means, because obviously every turn you're gaining a resource. If you're getting stuff that's like on turn 4, you've got a really good level 4 play. It's called we call it on curve. So it's like, it's a really good Gundam on curve because it's like perfectly played. It's like the perfect time. I'm just making him work for it. I could have just not blocked one because I've already lost. Curve. What's wrong with curve? What's wrong with the word curve? God, I dropped down so much. Oh, dropped 22 ranks. Yeah. Everyone's just like, why are you talking about curve? I'm talking about foreplay now.
Oh my lord.
Curve's very innocent. It's a very innocent word.
Is it?
Don't you think? Circles have got a curve. Rounded rectangles have a curve.
Excuse me?
This cup has a curve.
I'm sure. Have you told them that you called me chat the other day in person?
No, because that didn't happen. What are you lying for? Chat, when I got back home on Friday, on my birthday, I called Georgie chat by accident. Is that cringe?
Yes!
I'm going to go play first. Fuck it. Fuck it, your ball. That's 3 turns of doing nothing. It's 3 turns of doing nothing. Turns of doing nothing. With less cards to play with. We got a great card, turn 5. Ugh. Play your action! What are you going to do turn 1? I've not played a card. I've literally skipped my turn. That's my one annoyance about MSA is that you have to wait for every action. Not the worst thing you could have called it. You know what, Based? Truly. Truly. I was hoping for a Zawar and I didn't see one. Oh, the on curve, this is great. I just can't play anything yet. I've only got level 3 or higher. I'm going to play a block at turn 3, play Amaro Gundam turn 4, and turn 5 I'm going to play an Ailstrike. That is a great curve, chat. Come on, don't do anything your turn. Please, please, please do nothing. Skip, pass, 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 pass. Ah, what are we playing? What are we playing, bro? We're playing blockers. Fine, okay, we can live with that. I can live with that. He's stalling too. Sweet. Love that for me. Love that for me. Hey. He's got another one. Can you believe? Fuck me. Double Amaro Gundam? What the shit? Let's try and get his base up in. No blocker! No blocker! You joking, bro? We could go. We still can't get over it, so I might just play this and pass. Yeah, I'll pass. Because I couldn't play Gundam, but like I just rest one and then the other one blocks. You know? He's playing a stall game as well. So now what I do is I play this. And then I play Amaro in the Ailstrike. So let's bounce this and then rest this. Now when I attack, he can't block and kill me. He can only block and die. What a fucking play. What a fucking play. Oh, you never seen such good gameplay. Look at that. And then I'll do it again. And I can only block with this one. He doesn't die, but he's left on 1 health. But he leaves me on 1 health as well. I don't lose one. You know? He blocks, he's down to 1 HP. Fine. But I'm not dead either, so get fucked. And then I've still got Amaro Gundam in my hand, and I can do that combo again. What happens if he plays Budgie? I get really tickly. And I get extremely tickly instead. He's playing red-white! What a twat! Fine, he's gonna ping me together if he kills both. He pings both. I'm dead. Oh, he only pings one, not both. Okay, cool. Fucking hell! Fucking Amaro. Right, okay, what we do is we do literally the thing we did a second ago. We bounce one and rest the other. He's gonna be so mad. He's so mad, bro. We'll sack this to get rid of St. Andrew. Bosh. We'll play base. We get a free draw. We've not gained much out of that. We could... We could attack his... Get rid of his blocker. We don't need to. We could just get rid of a shield. Excellent. Perfect play. Perfect turn, chap. Perfect turn. Oh, and I've still got another Amaro Gundam in my hand. That's so savage. That's 3 turns of bouncing and resting. He's going to be so mad. And this turn I can play another blocker. So basically this game's a consistent Mikey coming up with amazing plans and then losing, or is this winning? This is winning. You can trade my Rick Diaz, fine. You can have it, mate. All yours. All yours, bruv. It's a car game. It's all about back and forth. You know what I mean? It's all about, oh, what did you do? And then I did this, and then they did that. You know? That's what it's all about. That's part of the fun. Oh, look, he's got another Rick Diaz down. Who fucking knew? Watch out, I'll draw a 3rd Hail Strike, and I'll Amaro Ray it again. Oh, no. No 3rd Hail Strike this time. Right, we're at 7. We're at 7. So let's... We'll go for it. Does he want to block? He probably does. He does, yeah. So get rid of one of them. Fine. And then I'll use Archangel, which costs 2 command points, 2 resources to restand this. It can't attack, but now it's still a blocker. And I've got 5 remaining. So then I can just play 2 blockers. And call it a day. I could have rested his extra one, but I've still got this in my hand. I don't need to go for it just yet. And then I'll leave 1 resource standing. Oh, it's close combat, isn't it? Twat. What a twat. He pinged damage right at the end phase. Fuck. That's fine. We've still got 4 cards in hand. He's playing youre, which does a damage somewhere. He'll do a damage here. That's fine. Then I'll block this if he goes for it. I use Gundam to get rid of whatever he puts out here. He bounces my Zawart now. Yeah, knew that was coming. If he's smart, he doesn't attack with the Hail Strike. Never mind. Never mind. You can have it, bruv. You can have it, bruv. Fine. And then if he swings with this, I block, I lose it, he doesn't. Okay, he's just gonna do nothing. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right, we're at 8. We've got quite a lot of stuff to do. So he's got no resources, we can't trick us. Let's Amaro Gundam, rest this prick. And then we can go here and kill that. Bosh. You can't do anything about it, it's a dice trade. Get gone. I should have attacked there first. That was actually a mistake of mine. Never mind. That was a mistake of mine. Let's play Show of Resolve. We've got a great turn next turn. So we'll just end turn there. Because what happens is while I've got a Gundam alive, it gives everything +1 attack. So I should have attacked with this first, because as soon as I lost the gun, it went back down to 2. I can't get rid of this. Then I would have just played a blocker. Okay, just spamming blockers now. Fine. Sure, why not? Okay, so level 9. Level 9, level 9. We've still got... I've used all my arrows already. That's kind of a little problem. We can swing, maybe? We'll go for a cheeky swing, see if he does anything. He might block to kill it. I was hoping he was going to block. Where'd we go? Where'd I go? What we can do is we can play this, then this, then this. And then we can maybe get rid of one. And then we'll make one of them -2. We have to block with this one now. Sure. Right, I got rid of one. Not a great trade-up, to be honest. I could have played that a bit better, thinking about it. My last turn kind of fucked me because he still had an extra blocker. I don't care about his Lifrith anymore. I needed to get rid of this. That was my mistake, chat. That was my mistake, I won't lie. That was my cock-up. We still don't know what's in his hands, so I'll skip blocking for now. Might get a free pilot out of it. Oh, well, that's activate unforeseen incident and make that 0. Let's go. Wonderful. Okay, he's got Aegis. That's it. Okay, that wasn't wonderful. That was mediocre at best. Okay, we can afford an overflow. We're at level 10. Oh, they're all wonderful. We'll probably get rid of this now, because these probably just arguably better. We don't have a restand. We've got one blocker. If he does that, he'll have to block with the Rick. If he doesn't take the bait. Okay, so get rid of the airstrike. The Rick's still around. That's kind of annoying. Ah, he pings 2 damage on it. That's a trade now. Oh, not the end of the world. Right, bing, bing. We'll take a launcher. No, we'll take a swordie. We'll take a swordie, and then we'll play a Gundam as well. Oh, we'll just flood the board. Flood the board. Now, if this attacks, I can block. But if he links it with a unit, he'll be able to kill it. That's probably going to be an issue. He's passing. Okay. Sure. I'll have the board advantage. And I'll draw another blocker. Excelente. So he's only got one blocker up. Which is kind of disappointing. But we'll go for a swing. Because if he blocks, then I'll repair. Good. Good. We love that for you. We love that for you. We'll go for an attack with a Lifrith. You're going to block with the Rick. Probably should have attacked with this one. Yeah, should have attacked the other one. But that's fine. We can go for this now. Because if he links with that, it dies. So just attack with it while I can. Sweet. Flood the board. Sweet. 2 blockers up. Living the dream. I think I block here. Because then I have a unit still alive. He has to attack again. Yeah, that was the right play. Get rid of another unit. I should have attacked with this one earlier, so I had another one on 1 health, but there we go. Because at the minute, I need to attack 4 times to win as long as he doesn't hit a base. Why is my camera gone off? There we go. I need to attack 4 times. As long as he doesn't pull a base, I win if I attack 4 times directly. I have 5 creatures. So he's trying to get rid of my Gundam. He's still got 2 cards in hand. So I'll block and kill him because a Gundam's better to have because it has repair in case I don't win. And then he's got free reign, and I can't do anything about this now. I don't know if that was the best idea. He might have been trying to bait me. Okay, he's got a blocker up. That fucks me. If I draw Amaro, I win. I don't draw Amaro. Fuck. He's gonna block here. He kind of has to. Because he doesn't have. He does. Yeah, there we go. We knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Right, we've got free reign now. These can't block, so we just attack, and we see what happens. If he gets a base, I basically lose. But then I just stop him killing my units. That's all I do now. Players of war, got 2 blockers. Do I go for it? I think if I go for it, he can kill 2, potentially 3. Can't kill the last one, so I'll just go for it. If he gets a base, I cry. Don't get a base! Right, I need 1 creature to survive then, with no blockers up. So probably 2. So probably 2 creatures. He can definitely kill 2, but he'd have to attack with his blocker. And I can kill 1 when he attacks by blocking myself. Come on, let's end on a dub. Let's end on a fucking W, bro. He's got nothing. Okay. He bounces something with 2 HP. He bounces Mazawat. Fuck. Or the token. Because when the sword strike's linked with Kira, not only can he choose a unit to give it -2 HP, he can also bounce a unit that's 2 health or less. So the sword strike or the Zawart. So he can stop me blocking, or he can bounce this. The best thing to do is to bounce this. Yeah, that's right. That's the best thing to do. And then he can make something -2 AP. So I'll make my blocker -2. He does kill it. I don't kill him back. Got 1 card in hand. I can't attack directly with the Zawart, so I have to block. Even if I'm only doing 1 damage, I can't attack directly with the Zawart. That's the only downside to it. But if I have 2 Gundams up and he doesn't do anything with his blockers, he leaves 1 Lifrith out, I've won the game. Full Frontal's brutal. When paired, deploy Neo Zeon. Now he kills 1 of my units. Okay, how does he... Now he's got no blocker and I've got 1 unit left. And he's got no cards in hand. And that's how we do it, chat. 1940. Let's go. Is that higher than what I started at? I don't remember. But he was a lot higher than me and I won. Shout out to Nickers. What a game. What a game. Look at that top decking frenzy. That's how we do it, chat. That's how we secure a win. We overload and deny. That was blue-white control, everybody. That was your lesson for tonight. If you're coming tomorrow, come ask me about it. I'll show you my deck. That was good. That was a good game. That was a good game, definitely. Great fun. Great fun. Cabra, I really can't afford for you to be fucking me up right now. I really can't afford for you to be fucking up right now. I had no idea what happened. I attacked directly. He couldn't do anything. So the whole point is to attack directly through all of the shields, through all of the bases. If you hit them one more time, you win. And he had no way to stop me attacking with both of my units because I had 3 left. One of them couldn't attack directly because it's a certain type of unit. And then he didn't have anything to stop the other 2 attacking. He could only get rid of one of them. But by doing that, he lost his blocker, and a blocker stops you attacking directly. But I won, and that's what you need to remember. What just happened? Mikey won and went up many ranks. So that's it. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm enjoying playing a little bit of Gundam on stream and maybe like enticing a few of you guys to get into it. Because it is a good laugh. Camera, please stop. Camera, please stop. Don't do this to me. Do you win by just having the biggest and best robot? No. You win by having the biggest and most robots. You know? That's all it takes. You can have the biggest and best one, but if you've only got 1 and they've got 3, they win. You get outnumbered. That's mathematics. But what it is the end of the stream. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Wins Gundam, loses trade, even trade. Sorry. Wins Gundam, loses camera, even trade. That was a bad curve. That's what we call that, bad curve. Now we learned about curves. Appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. I'll let you know how tomorrow goes. You might see some stuff on the channel, you might not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I've got really no idea, to be honest. So hopefully I'll find out before tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again Wednesday morning. Appreciate you all, and hopefully I will catch you next time. Love you all, and goodbye for now. Goodbye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.